Welcome to the Weekly Spanish Review. This is from Mr. Jones' Spanish 2 class from February 22nd to February 26th. I'm going to start by reading off some of these notes. These are on our weekly notes on Google Classroom. Make sure to check them out each week. After we go through some of these things that we've learned this week, we'll also do some of the activities so we can get some of these examples. Alright, so we're closing up or getting towards the end of Unit 9, which is on the market and shopping. We've already seen things like big numbers and comparisons, and now we're taking a closer look at saber and conocer. Remember, in Spanish we've got some words that can mean the same thing, like ser and estar is both to be, and we learned about some of the differences way back in chapter 6. Now this week we're learning about saber and conocer, which both mean to know. We'll see here the conjugations, and then we'll talk about some of the differences. So conjugations for saber: yo sé, tú sabes, sabe, sabemos, and saben. Saber means to know a fact or have information about something. It could also mean to know how to do something. So for some examples, yo sé mucho de matemáticas. I know a lot about math. Got information about it, so we're going to use saber. Tú sabes jugar tenis. Something that you know how to do. You know how to play tennis. Ella sabe nadar. She knows how to swim. This next one's a couple of our words from our market vocab. Nosotros sabemos regatear en el mercado. We know how to bargain in the market. Ellos saben dónde está el mercado. Alright, moving down to conocer. Conocer means to know someone, to be acquainted with. You could also use conocer when you're talking about knowing abstract concepts rather than just straight simple facts. For example, yo conozco a Luis. I know Luis. Pronunciations for these: conozco, conoces, conoce, conocemos, conocen. Remember, this A is important after conocer too. Tú conoces a mi hermano. Again, we're talking about people. You know my brother. Ella conoce bien la arquitectura española. Now this one's a little bit different. This one's not talking about people like in this first one. We don't use the a, but we're talking about abstract concepts like Spanish architecture rather than just facts. So that's why we would use conoce. Getting back to talking about people, nosotros conocemos al profesor. So we learned about saber and conocer, the conjugations and some of the differences. We've also seen these words: este, ese, and aquel. You can see these translations in English so you know how to use them. So when we talk about something like a book, este libro, we would say this book, that's close. Ese is talking about that, like that one. So if I wanted to say that book, maybe a little bit further away. And then even further away, like way over there, we've got aquel. So aquel libro. Now to turn it into plural, we change este to estos. You can see ese to esos. Aquel goes to aquellos. So like if you wanted to say those way over there, aquellos libros. So we can see here, these examples, these are the masculine form, since libro ends in O. Over here we've got the feminine form, since it ends in A, mesa. Esta mesa. This table. Plural. Again, these tables. That table, esa mesa. And then far away, aquella mesa. Now that we've seen some examples, let's put them into use. So we're going to fill in the blank using this correct form of saber. You can see all these, or conocer. So in this first one, we're using know, but we got to decide if it's conocer or saber. So we know since it's talking about Maria, I know Maria, we use conocer. Then we got to figure out which one does it go with. So we got yo conozco a Maria, and then I know where she lives. So this is a fact. This is something that we know, a fact. Yo conozco a Maria y yo sé donde vive ella. They know my brother. They are good friends. So again, we're talking about people, so we got to use conocer. Talking about ellos, so we got ellos conocen a mi hermano. This last one, Jose knows how to play baseball. Not a person, not an abstract fact. He knows how to do it. So we're going to use saber, and the one that goes with he is sabe. Jose sabe jugar béisbol. All right, so as we're closing out this Unit 9, important questions to be asking yourself. Do you know all the vocabulary? Do you know our words about clothes, like la camisa, la jaqueta, la corbata, los zapatos? Do you know the words for fruits and vegetables when you go to like the fruit market? Naranjas, uvas, piñas, zanahorias. Some of our short phrases. Te queda bien. ¿A cuánto está? Te sale más barato. Can you use your big numbers if you go to a market in Latin America where they use pesos? Could you say, esa camisa cuesta 400 pesos? Can you compare? Esa camisa es más barata que aquella camisa. Can we use our superlatives? Juan es el mejor estudiante de la clase. And finally, can you tell the differences between saber and conocer and give a few examples?